Okay. I just did a phone interview with my 2 favourite authors that I have read this year. Whew. Literally all I have done all day is be scared and excited for this interview. Look how red my face is just from overexcitement. The authors that I just spoke to were Fiona Barton and Claire Mackintosh. Whew. Let me just tell you a little something about Fiona Barton and Claire Mackintosh. Fiona Barton wrote The Widow. This was the book that inspired me to start my YouTube channel because I had so many thoughts and feelings about it that I wanted to make a video. So I did make a video on my phone because that's how I made my first YouTube videos, and then somehow in trying to transfer it I managed to delete the video and it was gone, and so I never managed to upload that video. But I had so many things I was going to say about this. I did do a review on my blog, so I'll link that below, but oh my god, it's so good. I'm sweating so much my hair's sticking to me. The Widow is basically about a widow of a man who, while he was alive, was accused of a really terrible crime. I read an interview somewhere where Fiona Barton said that she thought of it because when she was watching court cases, she would always look at the families of the accused rather than the families of the victim and wonder what they thought and how much they'd known about it. And that inspired her to write this book. So the question here is, how much did Jean, the widow, know about what her husband did or didn't do? And it's so good. This was one of those books that I just read, I think, all in one night. I definitely finished it at about 2 in the morning one night. Then I gave it to my mum straight away to read. This is one of those books that I liked so much that I bought it, even though I already had the digital galley that I got from the publishers. I liked it so much, I just had to have it on my shelf. And then Claire Mackintosh, you definitely would have heard me talk about if you've watched any of my other videos, because I managed not to delete the videos where I chatted about her books. So I Let You Go was the one I read first. Again, I got the digital galley from the publishers, liked it so much I had to go and buy my own copy. And then I See You just came out a few months ago, so I had to get it in hardback because I needed to read it straight away. And they are both so good. I Let You Go opens with a really horrible scene of a young boy being hit by a car while his mother is standing right there, and the rest of the book is basically about how a woman can move on from such a terrible thing happening. There's so many twists and turns in this book. I've written a review of that as well, so I'll link to that, and I've done my video review so you can watch my reactions and see me absolutely freak out when I got to the twists, have to get out of the bath at one point because I was reading in the bath and I got too scared and I couldn't do it. And then I See You, it's very scary. It's basically about women being stalked on the underground, so I'm so glad that I'm not commuting in London anymore, otherwise I would be freaking out all the time. Even reading it in my house, I was scared that somebody was watching me. So together, these were 3 of my favourite books that I read in the whole of 2016. Possibly my 3 favourite books that I read in the whole of 2016. And just now, I had both of the authors on the phone at the same time. And I've just about stopped shaking now. And they were so nice. It was really nice talking to them. I got to hear so much about their writing process, which was really, really interesting. I'm not going to give you all the details of the interview because it's for Bustle, where I write, so you're going to have to go over to Bustle to read it. I'll put the link below when it's up, hopefully in a few days. But I just was on such an adrenaline high that I had to share that this just happened to me. And the best part is, anyone who has read I Let You Go will know that there's like a slightly ambiguous bit at the end. My entire family have read this book and we've all been debating about what actually happened. Claire Mackintosh told me that she is going to email me the answer. I can't even deal. I set up that I was going to do this interview on Tuesday. I was at the pub with some girls from my course, a few glasses of wine down, and I got this email from my editor asking who I wanted to do it. And I think I just replied all in capitals, being like, oh my god, yes. I just didn't have any other words for how much I wanted to do this interview. So look out on Bustle in the next few days for that interview, and in the meantime, if you haven't read any of these 3 phenomenal books, then go and buy them now. What are you waiting for? They're all out if you're in the UK. If you're in the States, this one is out in hardback, I believe. This one is out in hardback, and this one will be out at the beginning of next year. I think that's right. But pre-order it and get excited. Okay, I'm gonna go and take a cold shower and calm the fuck down. And as for you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see new videos every Friday. See you next time! Holy balls. Okay, wow, that was not the twist I was expecting. I swear to God, my heart just skipped a beat. Absolute favourite writer of the moment, and this book, I See You, is definitely my #1 recommendation of this month.